did not echo. It fell as if the darkness was listening. It was a strange cry thrown down into the deep, black trench of the railway. The cutting was extremely deep and unusually precipitous. It was made through a clammy stone that became oozier and wetter as I went down. He stood by the red light, a lonely figure, sallow, vigilant. His post was a place of unnatural shadows. There was a frozen, fixed quality to his face, as if he were expecting something, not a train, something else. The box was a small room, cramped. The fire in the stove burned low, smoldering in the corners. The dampness seemed to crawl. We sat in a silence, broken only by the ticking of the clock and the occasional sharp click of the telegraph. Suddenly, he looked at the bell. It had not rung, I am certain of it, yet his eyes followed a motion that wasn't there. He saw it vibrate. He heard its silver tongue summoning him. But the bell was still dead. I have seen it again, he whispered. His hand caught my sleeve, a desperate grip, soot-stained fingers digging into the wool. His touch was cold, like the stone walls outside. At the mouth of the tunnel, he said, with its left arm across its face and the other arm waving in a terrible, silent warning. I looked out into the cutting. The mist was a thick, gray shroud. The red light burned like a solitary eye, watching, waiting. Then, from the mouth of the tunnel, a low hum, a vibration in the very earth beneath our feet. It came, the iron monster, a hulking mass of shadow and steam, breaking through the fog. The headlight was a blinding, piercing, white glare. It did not slow, it did not scream. It simply passed, an unstoppable force, plunging back into the dark. The next morning, the sun did not reach the bottom of the cutting. The air was heavy. The men were gathered on the tracks, a small group, huddled, silent. They stood around a shape covered by a dark tarp. The mist curled around their boots like white smoke. No one spoke. The work was done. The signal box stands empty now. The levers are cold. The fire is out. But sometimes, when the wind is right, a red glow bleeds across the floor and a phantom bell begins to ring below there, hollow.
A tragic intersection. The signalman lived in a world of rigid schedules and absolute iron, yet he was undone by the shift and mist of the inexplicable. We call it a premonition, but perhaps it was merely the verse, reclaiming a soul that spent too much time in the shadows. As you walk back into the light, ask yourself, is that ringing in your ears a trick of the wind, or is it a summons you aren't prepared to answer? Sleep well, if the tracks are truly clear.